water. Of course you want.
€10.
It's fast off, but it's not so fast.
I mean, it didn't work for me.
Fast off, but it's not so fast.
If you can't find it, we don't have to do it this far.
Okay. Push. Yeah, go. Come on. Push, and stop. Yeah, that one was much better. Nice. Yeah, he's happy now. Look,
Too old.
stars. That's
Too
good.
old.
No, come on.
Yeah.
At the Red Bull Athlete Performance Center, we went there for kind of like team building. Me and Alvaro, we don't really know anybody on the team, so I think it's a really good start. Instead of just getting straight into playing, you actually go and do something as a team before you go to bootcamp and do all the in-game stuff. So yeah, at the Red Bull Athlete Performance Center, first of all we got tested. I think that was like one of my favorite parts. I've never tried such a advanced way of testing everything about yourself and your body. Then we obviously also met with some of the sports psychologists, mental performance coaches, a couple of their personal trainers, stuff like this, and so that was really fun. I think talking to the other athletes at the Red Bull Performance Center, that was like something I haven't tried before. You know, it's pretty interesting to talk with other people from different sports, get their perspective on how they view both like mental performance and like physical performance. And then obviously they had a lot of questions for us as well, since I don't think it's quite normal yet that there is like esports athletes there as well. So I think that was quite funny, and they were also pretty surprised of like how our life is as well. So that was also like a highlight of mine.
You want to learn how to read the Spanish names? If the accent is here, it's Álvaro. If the accent is in the middle, it's Alvaro. If the accent is in the O, it's Alvaro.
Cheers. So perfect. That's it, bro.
Bro, Marco, you're all the way down at 725 rating.
Yeah.
Wait, you must have played some if you were like 11.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good in this game, bro.
I'm not playing you. Don't film this, Jussi.
Easy, you know, easy.
Oh.
Easy.
You say
He's not even trying to say. What?
Say yeah, kind of.
It's fucking hard.
And then rød.
That's why I say that.
Yeah.
Rød kommer flød.
It's still smashing.
Fuck's sake, quality.
Lucky.
This is whole game basically. He's not doing anything.
But he's winning.
Yeah, but last game I scored 3 goals.
Tell it to we bet 10 euro, okay?
Maybe
10 euro.
You won.
No.
10 euro.
It's fast over, but it's not so fast.
I mean, it didn't work for me.
Fast over, it's not so fast.
I will pay you 2 beers.
What I do as an analyst ranges from just analyzing a demo of a match, could be from our opponents, could be our own match, all the way to helping the coach and the in-game leader with finding and maybe discussing new strategies. So I play a pretty active role within the team as well, not just outside of the server with pure analysis. Whenever we have tournaments and so on, they're mostly analytical, and in periods where we are not currently participating in anything, then like a secondary coach type of thing. The reason why people don't generally notice me during the games or during the tournaments is that I play the behind the scenes role, right? I work directly within the game itself and not during the games. I work before them, I work after them, and I don't think you can really see what the analyst does while you're watching the game. However, you can have it in the back of your head that if there is you can notice some cool strategies or reactions from the team. It probably had something to do with the pre-game analysis and preparation.
Basically, follow the timing that Maren and Martin.
I mostly do work with the coach, and I also do more work with the in-game leader Snappi than with other players, but basically during practice, especially in off-tournament periods, I do participate in the trainings, therefore I kind of work with everybody. But yeah, my work as an analyst is primarily preparing for the games ahead and checking out what we might have done wrong. The coach might be focusing on one side of the map and I might be focusing on the other side of the map. Or I might find some strategies, find some improvements available by watching other teams playing and then present them in the trainings. I record videos for the players with some tactics that they can check out and talk about whether they want to implement them into the game. Yeah, I like to think of myself as kind of the jack of all trades, master of none. I'm trying to fill in the gaps of whatever might be needed at the time. And yeah, as mentioned, primarily it's preparation for the games. So analyzing the opponents ahead of the game.
Should maybe just talk like kind of.
It's not about run, it's like
A and a B ending.
Yeah.
So every mid take pretty much.
We could have won a lot of those duels when we were holding. Like we had control somewhere mid. Then we are like still I think good enough position at least. And then they kind of push into us. We could have won those duels, and if we win those, then it's just different.
I think it was like we lost the ENCE, right?
Yeah,
we did the 6 digs, and then we
Yeah.
had 4-3 after plan on A, where Paul was reloading and Marco got less spawn. Like if we win
there was
those
no
two,
misplay on that one
no,
also.
but that's what I mean. Like if we win those two, we probably
Yeah.
get some momentum. They
Yeah.
get money fucked on that round, and it's
Yeah.
like different round. So
Yeah.
I think we shouldn't worry too much.
And like we were missing like end round endings in a way, but we could have won them also at the point when they pushed and kind of punished us.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There was no stop on TeamSpeak
Yeah.
for 1 single second. And it was not one, it was people talking on top of each other, which means there's no way. And also you don't need to say every little small thing you do maybe.
One big thing is the tone, like how you say things. It's like, Maren, you set the example, let's all talk like this. I flash for you. Boom.
This because it's always said, I can almost do this. And that's Calvaro, and then everyone is constantly trying to.
It's a Spanish thing because like when he's playing Face It with his fucking mates, bro,
We are not used to this fast.
it's crazy.
But I guess it's good that there's a lot of energy. Just tone it down.
Spinks obviously had the offer from Vitality and he wanted to go there. They had the organization obviously have more money and resources, so higher salary, also potential to buy bigger players then they have the blast spot, and then they had Saivu, and I think those three things combined kind of put him into that direction. So he unfortunately left us. I loved playing with Lothar, and I had 2 very good years with him, so I'm obviously sad to see him leave after playing with him in both Contact and ENCE. So obviously we had to replace a player there, and then the Sunpires change, that was more kind of like a change on our part, not because Oleg was bad by any means. He was an amazing teammate, an awesome person out of the server. We really loved hanging out with him, but at times he was kind of his own biggest enemy, in the sense that he would feel a bit guilty when he wasn't playing up to his 100%, where he was obviously amazing. So we felt like with Spinks leaving, we needed a change there. So we did 2 changes, and Valde came in after we did tryouts. There was a lot of players in the mix. I think early bid was made on Lounge from Sprout, and then we had 4 tryouts, or 3 tryouts, but Snacks was considered, and then we had tryouts on Kaganito Nerds and Valde, and the team kind of together decided that Valde was the best option. I think the first goal is just to kind of get our philosophy in the team, like how do we actually want to play, especially with 2 vocal players coming in. You need to kind of use some time finding each other, like that's what's happening right now. It hasn't been as easy as we might have thought, because obviously with 2 new players with so many ideas, it can be hard to kind of combine them, but we're trying our best to kind of make everything as smooth as possible. And obviously we won't be ready for EPL as much as we want, but I think by the major, hopefully if we qualify it, that's where we should kind of have everything, our full map pool, and people should be comfortable within their roles. And hopefully through officials prior to that, we have found out what the issues might be. I hope we can still qualify from EPL, get a week practice, and then go to the playoff. But I also know that it is hard here at the start, and that's also what we saw with Madden. We didn't go very far at Katowice, but then after that we started rolling. So we probably need a bit of time before we are at 100%, I would say.
Messi hat-trick.
Obviously for 2022 our big goal is to get a trophy home. Like the size of it is not really of importance that much. It's more to win a LAN trophy in 2022. It could be the Elisa, which we're gonna play, or hopefully something even bigger, right? But just getting a trophy, I think, would be a huge thing for us and also for ENCE to get that.